looking to splurge on a luxury item? Well, frankly, some dreams are a little bigger than others. It's called the B&G Day Chaser 48, and the lucky few who are in a position to splurge on a yacht can shop local at Boston Boat Works. Co-founder Scott Smith takes us through some of the design highlights.
The windows slide open, and there's a walkthrough to a bow lounge. So you can sit 8 people up in the bow and enjoy a day on the water.
This is comfortable.
Yes. My business partner, Mark Lindsay, was a leader in composite technology, and he built a boat that was better, faster, lighter, stronger, using aerospace epoxy construction methods.
And talk about your spot here on Boston Harbor, because this is an important spot for not only jobs, but it's required that it be a maritime use.
We chose to locate Boston Boat Works on Boston Harbor. Our team lives mostly in neighborhoods that are on public transportation, and by virtue of the fact that no one else in the industry is building boats the way we do, we have to train internally. We speak 4 languages on our shop floor and have the benefit of very diverse perspectives.
After 25 years developing groundbreaking techniques to build boats for others, the team at Boston Boat Works felt it was finally time to build a boat with their own name on the transom. Enter the BB-44.
The boat we really wanted to build was a boat that appealed to the owners we love building boats with the most, and those are the boat owners who use their boats a lot.
The design is by longtime collaborator Doug Zern.
We've added a very special element, which is the interior living space designed by the London-based super yacht designer Winch Design, which is light and airy and is so harmonious that it fades into the background and allows you to enjoy the natural surroundings that you came out to see in the first place.
While these renderings give a sense of the finished work, the actual boats are still under construction. To see how things are coming together, Smith treated us to an early look at the hull fresh out of the mold on the shop floor.
We're using both high-performing carbon fiber laminates in the top sides and high-performing e-glass engineered cloth on the bottom of the boat.
That combination makes a boat that's light up top and quiet in the water. Style and innovation that comes at a cost.
This boat with these capabilities and the finish and functionality that we've included is priced at about $2.8 million.
Just across the harbor at Community Boat Building, Executive Director Stockton Reese shows us a humbler option that reflects a savings, even in its own class.
It's called a Periwinkle Junior. We sell the new boats for $1,000 a piece.
And what were these used for, or what could they be used for?
Yeah, 150 or 200 years ago, you would see this style of boat out in Boston Harbor, used as tenders to get out to the boats that were moored in the harbor.
Nice.
More impressive than the modest price tag are the builders, middle school students from communities often underrepresented in STEM careers and on the water.
It's a really critical time in terms of kids' educational journey. In 5th and 6th grade, there's a steep drop-off after that in terms of interest in the STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering, and math. And so if we can give those kids something that they really get excited about, something that's really ambitious, and use those STEM skills that they're learning in the classroom to build it, it'll keep them interested.
I heard about it probably a month or 2 ago, and then I finally got picked to do it. It's good because I get to use some tools that I've never used before.
So they start with a pile of boards, and they take it through to where it's essentially a finished boat. They pick the names, and the boats bear those names in permanent paint on the back, so we get some pretty interesting ones.
They also get a chance to take the finished pieces out onto the harbor before they're sold.
See kids just pride emanating from them when they get in that boat and take a few strokes out into the harbor with it.
Well, what a wonderful story, and it's great that these kids are being exposed to boats at such a young age.
You know, both Scott and Stockton started boating as kids, and they know how important that can be to learn about it, and also for STEM education as well. And the two organizations have worked together. The young boat builders have actually had a chance to go to Boston Boat Works and meet and learn from some of the real boat builder masters.
That's great. Coming up, big budget blowout or a micro wedding.